This weekend just gone, I finally got around to watching Midsommar. Is it Midsommar or Midsummer? Guess depends where you're from. Um, Thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I am partial to a bit of Scandi scenery porn and scary flick, so it was like a good confluence of things I dig. And yeah, obviously it's kind of like a bit far fetched and ridiculous. But I thought for what it was a really good movie. And so yeah, after I finished watching it, I went onto YouTube and looked for some film analysis vids, as I'm wont to do, and I found a few goodies, and lots of them were kind of talking about the cult aspect of the fucking crazy Swedes in the movie. Spoiler alert, I guess, if anyone hasn't watched the movie for this whole episode. But talking about how they kind of like the cult in that movie is similar to real life cults, how they will, lure in outsiders who are down on their luck, needing some TLC, and present themselves as the solution to all the problems that the lonely person is facing. Yada yada yada. And yeah, it got me thinking like how people who get mixed up in cults, they discuss like the brainwashing techniques in respect to the love bombing that occurs in the beginning, and then the um just keeping people emotionally and physically exhausted. Like there's always activities to do, repetition and chanting and all this shit. And it got me thinking like, if you're someone who's charismatic enough to attract people and then have the kind of nous and, more than anything, the energy to pull off a brainwashing, I think you're you're entitled to fucking the winner takes it all, baby. Like I get it also begs the question in terms of people where they're like, even the fucking Scientologists, right? Where the Hollywood Scientologist being like, yeah, I was just a totally normal person, and it just seemed so regular at the beginning, and then it slowly got more crazy. And long story short, don't think that I'm crazy because I was mixed up in it in 30 years. It can happen to you as well. And I'm like, get the fuck out. It's not going to happen to me, you fucking moron. You're a closeted homosexual. That's why they roped you in. They had something on you, you fuck. Like, there's always something where it's like, oh, yeah, the cults only work on, cults can work on anyone. No, they fucking can't. Don't join any groups. Groups are bad news bears. Informal groups are fine. But anytime there's rules or a fucking club or a uniform or a weird fucking hat, run for the fucking hills. That's a general rule. Then you're gonna be fine. There's gonna be no cults that can fucking take you. And so that's one thing. It's kind of like, yeah, you kind of have to be a bit of a fucking moron to fall into any type of like groupthink stuff. And then you know what? If you're someone who's gonna like draw a crowd and then go to the great efforts to make this person turn on their friends and family and kill them and give them all your money because you've come up with this fucking amazing and very well thought out indoctrination program, who am I to get in the way of your new fresh blood who's going to be doing your bidding for you, carrying your water, paying your fucking bills? I could like, it's just exhausting. You know, when you have people come stay with you for a weekend and you're like, all right, how am I going to entertain these fuckers? And it's like, you'll maybe, what I do is I kind of give some, I give like a solid 24 hours. People come around, you're like, all right, we'll get fucked up here on Friday night. Saturday morning, we'll be hungover. Here's like a nice Saturday afternoon activity. Saturday night, we're doing this. And then it's like, then that's it. That's all I'm, that's all I'm gonna do. Because uh, yeah, I don't want to. I'm lazy. The thought of coming up with like a round the clock schedule and all these ways to fucking brainwash someone just to get them to fucking like you. Jesus Christ. What a waste of time. Like, yeah, no. So anyway, yeah, I think that's one part of the movie that I think was kind of like well done, just in terms of all the shit that they would do, all the fucking elaborate dinners and the fucking ritualized, dancing and all the fucking like a lot of hard work. I take my hats off to those crazy Swedish fuckers because the dumb fucking Americans, they weren't doing any of that shit. They were just wandering around aimlessly, kind of like the bad boyfriend can't even get his PhD shit together. Yeah, they just couldn't organize their way out of a fucking front door with the key in it, unlocked. Bad analogy. But you know what I mean? It's kind of like if you're gonna go to all this effort and prey on the right people, I've got a feeling these people who are kind of like they are open to really shoddy ideologies, they're kind of going to be preyed on by someone. A religion is going to get them, either one of the fucking OG religions. Maybe it's going to be like CrossFit or I don't know, pickleball. So some type of kind of athletic thing. Maybe it might be a fucking, I don't know, a nerdy podcast. There's going to be some type of like, or like a fucking pyramid scheme where you got to try and sell your fucking friends and family hand cream that doesn't work. Like these type of people, maybe they're like 2% of the population, 1% of the population. They're going to go to someone, right? Someone is going to claim their life for them, for their benefit. So if you're the cult leader, if they pick you, if they become like a Mooney or they become a fucking Buddhist, they become some type of like whichever flavor of cult they pick. The way I see it is kind of like, well, they were gonna pick something dumb, and you happen to your marketing or your system worked better than the other cults. So rather than preventing cunts from joining these things, maybe just kind of let's tip of the hat to those that can win them over. Because it's kind of like regular life, not having a leader, not having a cult, it's not for everyone. It's some people don't want to deal with the uncertainty and the lack of a prescribed calendar, and it's kind of got to choose your own adventure, and some people don't want to do that. So if you're a cult leader who's got the nous, who's got the adventurous spirit, and you've got the will to put together a timetable that's going to con people out of their hard-earned money and time, fucking have at it. Yeah, I hope that you get a really hot May Queen and she'll make you lots of nice babies. All right, watch Midsommar if you haven't. Good movie. Midsommar, mate. All right, catch you on the next one. Bye.